All right, we're live. It's Tuesday, and this is the daytime stream. We're getting started. Let's see. Here we are. Let's zoom out real fast for you guys. PRB1 is sold out, but I'm supposed to get some probably later tonight. All right, let's grab this. Is this Mario music? What happened? When did Mario music become so un-Mario-like? New Peanuts. Let's say new Charlie Brown set. Alright, let's hit save. Alright, let's see. We're jumping over here. Tuesday day. What is this? All right, let's see. Mr. Richard Silver wants $100 back from his slab away. Let me take a look into that. We don't really do that. Let's see. Richard Silver. Jumping in here. What's up, guys? How's it going? Let me take a look into this card real fast. Scissor from what? Eclpise, I think? Eclpise. What's up, guys? All right, so I sent a response to him for that. Clicking on this. All right, and put this laptop over here. Yay! Blah, blah, blah. How many times do I gotta listen to Zelda music? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me, how many times do I gotta hear that Zelda music? It's a lot of Zelda music, man. Let me log into my iPad. Yeah, I've heard it too many times. All right, very good. Howdy, mister, says Jonathan Lewandowski. Let's turn this down a little bit. What's up, man? I got something cool to show you guys. This is another Quip drawing. She just finished a video on that. If you want to watch the time lapse, you can scan this code. And that's her second video now. She was excited to make another video, so she said she would redraw her Haunter, and I just went ahead and encapsulated it. All right. Nice. Whew. 1 million time because I like it. Whoa, familia. Hello from New York City. I tried to scrub through last night's video for my OP box, but I couldn't find it. Any chance we get a bag check? Probably because it's not opened. Probably because it's still sealed. You're scrubbing through? That's funny, dude. I only opened it if you were there to watch it live. So, Archie Abbott. Christian Rinaldi right there. So we've still got Blake Potawills, Archie Abbott, and Jeff Leon. Those are the ones that are left. We're getting more tonight, I presume, because I was supposed to receive 8 cases of it. We sold through 3 cases like nearly instantly, and they didn't deliver all 8 cases, so I think we're getting the rest tonight. But UPS man seems to come by my home at night, so real fans subscribe. Must have missed that. Here we are, Mr. Christian Rinaldi. Now, what we did was we opened a fresh case, and we rewrote all the pre-orders down. So pre-ordering is a great way to make sure that you get a fresh box out of the case with no searching. You know, it's not like everyone picked through or anything like that. You get your guaranteed box, and you just get whatever it is you got when the box got opened. See? It's a nice thing. You guys can actually pre-order for tonight. LaFlamebot, he's got 2 boxes on pre-order for tonight. You guys can buy on pre-order as well. It's $85 a box. We are. Yeah, we went through 3 cases like it was nothing. That's because the cases are only 10 boxes, so I might actually need to go pick up more cases of this. Free Palestine. All right, there we are. Mr. Christian Rinaldi. Kendall Pelor, 2 cases. There we go. All right. Cold. Pack number 2, you got it. There's a full art, but this is cold. Okay, here's a full art. You got the blue guy, blue hair guy. All right, cold. That's, wait a second. Yep, that's cold. Okay, that's cold. 4 packs remain. Still time for a manga. Nope, you're going to pull Dogman. And what else? Cold. By the way, I have a bulk box of these OP cards for sale if anybody wants it. It's probably going to be $30. Oh, no, you got a Kaido box. Oops. Kaido! Mr. Save the Dawn cards for Chris. Can I have all the Dawns? What's the Dawns? Are those the little black cards? All right, let's see. Oh, wait, they're not going to be in here. Those are hollows. The heck is anime pull thing? Hello, Mr. in chat. What's up, Mr. LaFlame? Mr. LaFlame, the PRB1 is not here yet. Here we are. Probably going to show up later tonight. Here we are. And then you can go as crazy as you want. Sad thing about the stock market today, stocks are down. I think that some company was reporting bad profits. I think it was like Microsoft or something. Here we are. All right. Quick, buy the dip. That's what everyone says. Buy the dip, right? That's what you need to do with Pokemon cards, man. When the market goes down, people get scared. They go, I don't want to have my money invested. Oh my God, it's the beginning of the end. It's the collapse. But I think when you look at the history of the stock market over its entire lifetime span, even in 2008, when it was apparently a massive catastrophe, I mean, in comparison to today, that 2008 dip was not that much. The stock market has risen so much more over that 2008 collapse. And so anytime the stock market dips even a little bit, it's buy the dip, guys. Same with Pokemon cards. I know most collectors will not have the stomach for it, but when card prices dip, I'm just going to buy more cards and hold and keep showing them off on YouTube. You know, I showed off a box topper video today, and yeah, it's doing well. And what's crazy is that's actually going to be earning me money. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, what am I going to buy next that I can make a video out of? So yeah, YouTubers, man, YouTubers will always drive the demand for cards. YouTubers, content creators, and regular collectors. But YouTubers have a literal way to monetize what they own. And so the demand, no matter how small it might be, is always going to be there to own more cards. Microsoft had poor profits. It was Microsoft. Okay, thanks a lot, Microsoft. Jerks. All right. Good thing I don't barely own any Microsoft. You know what I own a lot of? I own a lot of Google. And maybe that's because I think of myself as like an employee of YouTube. Maybe like a free agent. I upload content to their website, and that makes them some money because we split the ad revenue. So, you know, it's my philosophy that if you work at a place, you should be buying stock at that place too, so that you're not just always a worker and never an owner. Okay, so this all was Mr. Christian Rinaldi. Here you go, Chris. Oh yeah, we grabbed these little black cards for you. There it is. Punani Nami? Yeah, where's that Punani Nami? Wait, what? You ain't right. I think Tesla would be a good buy soon. I don't know how to think about Tesla. Tesla makes me uncomfortable. Elon Musk is cool and all, and he says a lot of like right-wing stuff now. He talks about ending wokeism. He talks about this. He talks about that. He's very politically active, which is cool. But, and he's an interesting technology company, right? Like they got the whole, they're trying to do their own AI. They're trying to do robotaxi. They're trying to do robot assembly lines. They're trying to do brain psychotelepathy or whatever. So he's got his thumbs in a lot of pies. But, you know, fundamentally, he's a car company. And I don't feel like electric cars are doing that strongly yet. I feel like when you look at the stock, it seems like it could be overpriced. So I don't know how to feel about it. We are. You're basically buying his stock, assuming his company is going to go to the moon in the long run. Like SpaceX, he's got Twitter. It's just he's got his thumb in so many pies, and it's something about that just makes me a bit uncomfortable. You know, rather than specializing in one thing, he's got everything. All right, guys. Oh, we got the David. Look at this giveaway, man. The David giveaway is a Diamond Pearl Dusclops, a really lovely card worth about $60. Don't forget to jump in here. David Morales was the one who donated it. The Boring Company. Is he even working on that anymore? All right. So we'll set this up. The lunchtime stream is about an hour long, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. Your refund has been processed. Okay. Review your order. PSA. All right. Can I delete these? Your package is coming today. Track your package. Yep, it says we're going to get more PRB tonight at 7 p.m., everybody. 7 p.m. So today's the daytime stream, and we have no PRB1, but you can pre-order it for tonight. And if you do, you will definitely get an unsearched box of it. We'll put your name down on it to make sure nobody gets to, you know, pick through, get the good one out, and then you just get whatever leftover box, which that can happen on this channel. We got some pricing on these lovely evolutions. Here's Jolteon, here's Flareon, here is Eevee, and there's Vaporeon. So these are going to be sold one at a time. I think it's more profitable when you sell it one at a time. And yeah, really lovely cards. Also, where did that Quip card go? I just had it. I want to just display that. I'm so proud of her drawing, by the way. Her drawing's so pretty. Here it is. Haunter's Puppet Show sketch card 2024 Quips Art. That's the name of her channel, right? And then a QR code that takes you to the actual time lapse of this card being drawn. That's a new development. I think that's going to be very popular in the long run. And I told her she needs to get better and better at drawing each time and come up with, you know, a lot more interesting designs like this. This is such a fun design. I also told her we need to start getting the name of the Pokemon above the Pokemon or something, or like up in this corner. So I told her we gotta have the name on the card. And she designed this, I think last year, or late last year. And it's such a cute one. You got a little Mimikyu and a bonnet. It's adorable. So she's got a talent for it. Imagine if she was a very practiced artist. I mean, I think it'd be very, very cool. Here's what's neat. She's never taken any drawing classes. She just casually draws on an occasion. So it's very whimsical looking. It looks like it could be something out of a kid's storybook or a cartoon or something. But yeah, it's nice. I like it. We are. I think she does quite well. And then she has the advantage of having me I know all about card encapsulation and stuff like that. So it's a very cool thing. But yeah, this authenticates it. A for authentic. It's not a real grade. It's just A for authentic. Robert Tumman. Mr. Robert, let's see. Here it is, Robert Tumman. He's sending $40. This goes down to $235. That's the first order of the day. Robert Tumman. All right. Arturo Perez, 1 in the Ditto break. Hell yeah, dude. That's good design, would make a good alt art. Yeah, exactly. Like, as a concept, it's really cute. And, again, if you had, like, an art team, like, taking the concept and really fleshing it out, I think it'd be super neat. So I told her I thought it was pretty good. She really enjoys it because she has a very non-creative job. She's a software engineer, and software engineer, although there are aspects of it that are, you know, require creativity and problem solving, it's more of problem solving, you know what I mean? It's more like use your brain and solve this little puzzle. It's not the same as like draw an expressive Pokemon design. So she really enjoys this maybe artistic outlet. 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 of these. We are 4 deep on the Ditto. She should make a Charizard eating another Pokemon with blood ripping. Nah. See, that's the thing. She probably wouldn't. She would never design something like that. That's not her, you know. That's not her. There we go. Ditto's up to 4 out of 10. There's only 10 spots. Jump into the Ditto, guys. It'll end quickly. Steven Coulson, 1 spot for Rayquaza. Ooh, Steven Coulson returns. What's up, man? All right, Steven Coulson. And 1 spot for the Ditto. Steven Coulson. All right. Can't you draw Snorlax eating Misty? That doesn't sound right. Steven Coulson. Here we are. All right. Put that there. Good idea. Roshi Goku. Put this over here. Can't even say this guy's full name. How do you get away with having that in your name? I can't believe that. I can't believe that YouTube allows you to have that word in your name. It's ticking up to 6, and Ditto's ticking up to 5. There it is, guys. Beautiful Rayquaza's at 6, and Ditto's at 5. Now, 1 spot Rayquaza, 1 Ditto spot, 1 OPPRB box. 1 OPPRB box. Yes, so you're getting in the pre-orders. Okay. Alexis is on vacation in California. Yes, she's on vacation. She's going to be gone for 2 weeks. So I'm doing the shipping myself. It's terrible, guys. Terrible. But I'm going to save some money, so... She's at in and out. 1 OPPRB box. 2 live customs. 2 live customs. Good luck on the live customs. All right. We got 1. And we've got 2. 2 cold live customs. Live customs, man. Remember, we always pull from the front on the live customs. That's how they work. And 3 holo shuffles. Now, holo shuffles are interesting because they're always shuffled. See, we cut the deck there, and then 1, 2, 3 to the back. Now you said 2 of these. No, you said 3 of these. Oh, picking up a Shiftry out of here. Very good. Look at that little snipe, guys. Okay, Shiftry. Oh, and here he is. Well, you did quite well there. He's a $35 card. Mr. Coulson, keep the shuffles. Okay. There we are. Ta-da! So a little rough on the live customs, but the holo shuffles are kind of nice. Squeak! Hey, you can't be squeaking. New bag, I think, too. Ooh, you want to keep these? We keep these. Yo, let's get that new bag. Steven Coulson. What's up? What's wrong with hens and ties? Here we are. It's wrong, I say. Jesus said right here in the Holy Book, "Thou shalt not watch drawings of naked women." There you go. Speaking of Jesus, I've been listening to people debate about the opening of the Paris Olympics, and it was not about the feast of Dionysus or whatever the name is. It was about The Last Supper. The people who designed it spoke about it. They said, yep, we got our inspiration from The Last Supper. So they've kind of mixed the two things together. It's the feast, but also the backdrop is The Last Supper, Leonardo da Vinci's painting. So that's why it looks exactly like Leonardo's da Vinci painting. It's not an accident. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. All right, here's 6 corrupted, 20 Twilight. Whoa! Whoa! Look out, gentlemen. I was about to say ladies. Are there ladies? Tammy's here. Favorite character from basketball? Sweet. Have you seen the White Border Jungle test cards? I have a CGC Flareon I'll sell to you. I don't know. Maybe. Demon worshippers. They said, oui, oui, monsieur baguette, and everyone lost their mind. Oui, oui. Toss this over here. All right. Oops. Oops. That's a lot of Twilights. 6 said, yeah, damn, give me some of them Twilights. She said, Monsieur. Blasphemy, I say. That's right. Bring out the torches. Bring out the pitchforks. I'm going crazy. Rip Rojogan. Yeah, I can't believe Rojogan died today. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yay! In other news, another girl passes away from the violent attack in the UK. It was a mass stabbing. It was a mass stabbing in the UK. Something like 13 kids got stabbed, or adults, or something. It was kids. It was a Taylor Swift concert. 2 girls passed right away. A 3rd girl passed today. It's really sad. I saw the Prime Minister of the Liberal Party. I think it's called. I don't remember. No, it's called the Labour Party. And he was putting flowers down at like a grave or something like that. But the people were shouting at him, dude. They were like cursing him, saying, "What are you gonna do about this?" They're saying like, "You gotta stop the boats." So nobody really knows who this kid is, though. So it's a very curious thing, because what if it's just some white British kid and they're just not allowed to say who it is? But everyone seems to be assuming it was somebody who came here on came to the UK on a boat illegally. And who knows? It's kind of frustrating, actually, that nobody really knows what the motivation behind the stabbing was. But I'm sure it was some, I don't know, creepy loner kind of guy, because there's always a creepy loner guy. We are. It's funny, because I was listening to another video talk about how that's a real problem in society right now. Isolation. That's why people need to collect more Pokemon cards. There we go. If you could just collect more Pokemon cards, you wouldn't feel like going out and stabbing a bunch of poor children in a Taylor Swift concert. All right, here goes. Yeah, it was some kind of dance party. Here we are. Who's going to carry the boats? Frog in the 6. 2 kids died. 3 kids. A 3rd kid died. Died today. Really sad. There was a lady screaming at the Prime Minister about she held the girl before she died or something like that. It was some crazy thing. Here we are. All right. Mister, I'm going into a meeting, but you can do my box. Sounds good, Jeff. Jeffy Weffy, we're opening your box next. After this one, Jeff. After 6 pulls, Green Ninja. All right. Are you ready, 6? Yes, I am. Wow, 6. We got unfair stamp. It's just unfair. Okay, unfair stamp. Damn, 6, 7, and 9-year-old. Yep. Just parents take... Ooh, there's Dragapult. Just parents taking their young children out to a little Taylor Swift dance party, and some 17-year-old guy stabs a bunch of them, including to death 3 of them. And how are you supposed to function in that society? Like, it's impossible now. Like, how are you supposed to go out and not wonder if you're going to be next? We are. Toss this away. So it's very important that society figures out what the cause of this kind of crap is and does something about it. Or else you're always just going to have to wonder if today's the day that you get to be stabbed. Here's Legacy Energy. Ooh. All right. Here's... Did you remember to cancel the playing card from Thailand? No. I'm going to go through with it and see what happens. It wasn't Thailand. Was it Thailand or was it Malaysia? I think it was Malaysia, which is even worse than Thailand in my opinion. All right, here we go, because a lot of the scammers are in Malaysia. We'll see what happens. Here's Dracloak. Here's Sunflora. You did it! That's the Great Ninja! Woo! We did it, guys! 6. Oh my God, 6, you did. Oh my God. What are your thoughts on guns? I totally get the idea from the founding fathers about being able to overthrow your own government. In fact, in Venezuela, before their big societal collapse, one of the things they did was take guns away. So, but on the flip side, I really think there's way too many stupid people to all own guns. So, yeah, gun control is a tough subject. It's one of those, it's almost like one of those, it's a really difficult subject because in many scenarios, you wouldn't want the average person to have a gun, you know? But then when it comes to really big, deep, important stuff like freedom of speech, making sure your government doesn't have some ultimate power over you, your government should fear you a little bit, you know, in that scenario, guns become really kind of an important subject. The right to bear arms. Also, there are legitimate scenarios where maybe you're an elderly person, maybe you have a bunch of cards in your home, maybe you're a woman who lives by herself, and you just want to feel like, hey, if somebody broke into my house today, I'm going to be safe. I got my gun right over here. You know what I mean? So, I've mixed feelings on gun control. I think that not everyone needs to be having a gun. There's some really stupid people. And, for example, the person who almost shot Trump recently, just some creepy loner dude. He got it from his dad, and he just almost killed the president, you know. But then again, in Japan, they don't allow guns. And former Prime Minister, what was his name? Something Abe, I think. He got shot to death by a homemade gun. And that was like 2 years ago, I think. He got shot in a country where guns are illegal. So it's not 100% a gun problem. Like, here's another example. Switzerland, they do allow guns. They don't have mass shootings. So it's a complex problem. I don't think everyone should have a gun. But also, I don't know if I'm cool with the government banning all guns. Here we go. Dragapult or having overly restrictive gun laws. You know, America is supposed to be a country where we establish the idea of freedom from tyranny and all this stuff. And I don't know. It's complicated. All right. Go ahead and click on this. Miss 6 Corrupted, you got a beautiful Dragapult and a beautiful Iron Thorns and a little rescue board for you to go rescue boarding on. The rest of these are definitely Pokemon. Okay. And let's go ahead and pop this in your bag. Yay! We don't trust the people in charge. That's the real problem. Yeah, actually, you make a great point. You know, if Americans felt really satisfied and trustful with their own government, probably the need to feel like you need to overthrow tyranny or something like that, if that feeling wasn't there, people would be like, you know, let's just focus on safety. But unfortunately, in America, we're more divided than ever, and we don't trust the government more than ever, and there's all the looting, the Black Lives Matter marches and all that stuff, you know, so people these days probably feel more than ever before that they've got to have some kind of self-defense. And again, remember, there are legitimate cases where the self-defense help, like you're an older couple, you live in your home, you got some assets in your home, maybe some gold coins. You don't want some asshole just breaking in easily and maybe torturing you, because oftentimes that's what they do. The elderly, they get targeted a lot for break-ins, and sometimes when an elderly couple gets broken into, the people that broke in do, hey, let's do a little torture on these people. They can't fight back. So, you know, having a gun definitely levels that out. But you hear those horror stories where they didn't have a gun and they just get really taken advantage of. All right. So, next up, we got Jeff Leon. Oh boy, Americans must feel so distant here in Norway with all the trust. Look at that, Jeff Leon. Aren't you busy paying 40% taxes? Here we go. That'll be America soon, though. If we're going to be paying 40% taxes if people vote for socialism. All right, here goes. Jeff Leon. Mister, do you think collectors, investors, buyers will lean towards grading cards more now with the whole CT scanner issue? I mean, yes, maybe a little bit. I know when you're buying a card, the price just is what it is. You don't have to worry about it being like a scam. Now with booster packs, you got to wonder if you're paying the market price for booster packs and it's actually just a scam. But this should have a chilling effect on the booster pack market where prices go down on booster packs as well. But will it? Nobody really knows. So you might be overpaying for a searched booster pack in the end. Take a look at that beautiful Rayquaza. Jump in there, Rayquaza. We got 6 people in there, guys. It's moving fast. So that's a nice thing. Let's keep the momentum going. Somebody jump into that Rayquaza for the daytime stream. All right, we got Rainbow Graveler. We have to see him a million times. Here's that Magnum. I'm thinking about putting this guy to the side. All right, we'll put him to the side. We'll just when he actually needs to be grabbed, we'll update him. Aren't slabs being duped on eBay? Duped. I don't know what you mean by duped. You mean like fake slabs? Here we are. Bring back neo-medieval torture but in public for gun villains. Ah, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's going to go... I don't think that'll go well. Torture is not coming back. One of my ideas, though, you know how we spend tons and tons and tons of money on prisoners? We spend, like California, for example. Some of you guys need to hear this. You don't know it, but California spends like something like $90,000. Was it 90 or 60 dollars per prisoner in jail? Just outrageous amounts of money. And that shouldn't be going on. What we should do is build a really, really nice prison, but in a cheap country. Like, I don't know, like maybe just on the other side of the border, maybe like in Mexico. Hey, Mexico, let us build a massive, prison far away from society, obviously. Just build a really nice big prison over there. Hire, people living over there to work there on their cheaper economy, and so that we can reduce the cost of federal prisoners by some significant amount, and then just deport all the prisoners to that jail. Then when they get out, you can bring them back in, but leave them over there. It's going to be cheaper to have them in prison over there. Now, the reason we won't do that is because that's outsourcing an American job, I suppose. But these prison systems, they're like privately ran, and these companies want to make money off of prisoners. It's a bad thing because you're not supposed to have an incentive to put people in jail. So I don't think overall it's a good thing at all. All right, you got the guy with the big mace. You got mace. Let's bring the chain gangs in prison so these lazy MFers don't want to go back. Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily looking to torture people, but yeah, it's I definitely feel like the country is very soft on crime. Here we are. All right. What do we got? People think that the punishment doesn't work as a deterrent and that criminals just need hugs, but it's like, man, there's bad people out in the world. They do not need hugs. Hugs and being nice does not solve crime. It actually makes more victims. Here we are. All right. It's like people don't understand the nature of some people do just need a hug. Some small percentage of people, they just need a hug and then they won't be a criminal anymore. The vast majority of and this is my opinion, the vast majority of criminals do not need a hug. They need a slap. They need to get kicked. Their asses need to get beat up because their mommy or their daddy didn't do that when they were younger, or they just got like a really effed up brain. You know what I mean? So that's why we have a criminal reform system, is because some people need they need to learn how to live in a civilized manner. They didn't learn when they were younger or something. Almost all those guys in jail, they didn't have a dad, for example. You read some crazy statistic like that, like 75% of them had no dad growing up. It's like, oh, that makes sense. All right, that was for Jeffy Weffy Jeff. We did not pull a manga rare. Mr. Jeff. That's the flame. That's Jennifer. Lots of Jennifer bags. We might need to move some Jennifer bags to the Jennifer overflow place. Okay, we got Jennifer bag number 1, Jennifer bag number 2, Jennifer bag number 3, and Jennifer bag number 4. I think we keep bag number 4 over here. What do you guys think? Not torture like, oh brother, where are thou thing? Have them all chained up together digging holes. Digging holes isn't very time efficient either, so I don't know if that's necessarily the solution. So here's 1 Jeff bag, and here's 2 Jeff bag. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take Jen's 3 large bags and put them in her overflow box, waiting for it to be shipped. Yeah, we can talk about criminal reform. The goal of prison shouldn't be to just, beat up on people. It should be to take people who can be saved and save them, you know what I mean? All right, and then some crimes, the punishment should be death for some crimes. I feel like any time you kill somebody, the punishment should be death. Straightforward. Make it like eye for an eye kind of justice. Real simple. If you kill somebody, you need to be put to death. Here we are. Here we are. Like this guy in the UK, he probably won't be put to death. He'll probably be put into a prison cell and they'll pay for him. The taxpayers will go to work and the government will tax them to pay for this guy to live. How crazy is that? To me, that's really crazy. Okay, there we go. Like painful death? Nope, doesn't have to be painful at all. Just gone, you know. If you do that kind of crime, if you kill somebody, the cost has to be equal to what you cost. That's justice, in my opinion. That's equality. That's fairness. If he gets to live in his prison system and he finds a way to get comfortable somewhat with life, it's like, well, it's like getting away with murder to a smaller degree, I suppose. Prison about rehabilitation, not necessarily just killing somebody. Andrew A. Martin says, Ditto break. All right, the Ditto break is moving. All right. Thank you, Andrew. Next, they will come from the future and take our jobs. What? You talking about South Park? That's the South Park reference, I think. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are 6 spots deep on the Ditto. Let's get it done, guys. Ditto's almost done. 4 spots remain on the Ditto. Aw, this is so cute. All right. Mister, what are your thoughts on UBI? I am completely 100% opposed to UBI. Here's Jose Arredondo, PSA tops Ash. Is he still up here? Oh, he is. Check that out. Nice. Real heavy slab. That's the new slab. You saw how much damage was done with just a few stimulus checks. How much damage was done to the economy. Not only did we shut the economy down, but on top of that, we printed a bunch of money and handed it out for free. Do you see how much, like now, the cost of homes is double. The cost of rent's up like 40%. The cost of food's up 40%. The cost of gas, yes, Joe Biden also kind of shut down, you know, drilling and all that. Keystone Pipeline was canceled. But also, it's just regular inflation too, 40%. So everything's gone up in price, and that's because we printed a ton of money. We printed a ton of dollars, and that's the natural outcome. So what happens when we just start printing money for people just handing it out for free so they don't have to work at all? Well, they're not putting new products into the market, but they're receiving free money and buying products out of the market. You'll just experience hyperinflation at some point. UBI is one of the dumbest ideas ever. I don't know why people... It's like dream on, man. It's like you're getting a free lunch. There are no free lunches. I don't know why people think free lunch is right around the corner. Then somebody will say something like, yeah, well, technology, yeah, okay, technology might increase productivity one day, but it's like, don't spend the money about this supposed increase in productivity from technology. Don't spend that money before it's even occurred. Why don't we actually let the technology reach that level first and then see what we do from there? But today, would UBI be a good idea? It would be a horrible idea. It would cost us, you know, unbelievable amounts of inflation and probably collapse the society because, you know, once the society hits too much inflation and you begin to start having social unrest and political unrest and, you know, and then you have some kind of civil war breaks out or some crazy thing, right? Look at that Gengar, beautiful. AI's taking over jobs. AI might take a couple jobs for now. You know, everyone was saying that truck drivers were toast. They were saying that like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So far, seems like truck drivers are still not toast. So again, yeah, I think that AI will increase productivity, but the question is, how soon? You know, some jobs are going to go away, but this always happens. We've been doing this for a long time. It's generally a good thing to find ways to automate part of the work, and then everyone shifts around to do other kinds of work. All right, guys, we have no orders in the queue. Check out our breaks. We've got our beautiful Cosmic Eclipse break, $19 a spot. Chance for the alternative art in this set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people are in. We need 4 more people into the Cosmic Eclipse break. Okay, Cosmic Eclipse is on the brink. We got these 2 breaks are the ones that are moving. Ditto and Rayquaza. Ditto needs 4 people at $20 a piece. Now, the Rayquaza needs 23 people, but it, you know, every step is one step closer to that end. We're about 1/4 of the way done with the 6 spots filled in. Get that Rayquaza done. He's a beautiful card. Obviously, when you do a little math equation with the cost of a, Evolving Skies box costing, what is it, like $700 now? This is the better value proposition. Should you open $40 of Evolving Skies packs, or should you buy a spot in here? You should buy a spot in here. Evolving Skies packs are so impossible to actually pull something like this out of them. It's way better. I mean, I think you get one alternative art per case, right? And so you'd have to buy 6 boxes for one alternative art, I think. And that's just a guess, because I'm not 100% sure about that statistic, that it's one per case. But you would have to, not only would you have to open a box that has an alternative art in it, it would have to be this good one that people actually want. And then on top of that, it would also need a grade 10. So a lot of people don't understand how bad the math is for that, like how unlikely that is to actually occur within $40. In this right here, for $40, you have a 1 in 23 odds that you just straight up pull a Rayquaza 10. That's actually a better value proposition than opening packs. That's why we began our slab breaks. It's a better value proposition than opening packs. So jump in there if you want a chance for an Evolving Skies item that you probably would not want to open booster packs for these days. Here's Delphox 9. Here's Tentacool. This is an exclusive Chinese card. It's not in English. The Blastoise Hyper Rare. Here's Articuno from Top Series 3. All right, let's read your comments today. Prison is amazing if you're an addict and also lazy. All you do is drugs and you want to chill, not torture. I'll never understand justifying prisons being privately owned. William says, hey, mister, is it weird I just watch you all day and never buy anything? Totally fine, William. I'm glad you're hanging out. Stephen Coulson said, agreed on privately owned ones. They should be outlawed. Let's finish the Ditto break. Prison about rehabilitation. What about cases where it's not immediately obvious that this person was the one who killed? Right, so if you have somebody who maybe committed a murder, like you're 95% sure, don't kill him. Put him in prison. If you can't conclusively decide he or she killed a person, you can't put that person to death. You need to err on safety. Better to have that person be in prison than to accidentally put an innocent person to death. So I feel strongly about that one. And, oh, by the way, there's a box battle. I forgot about that. There's a box battle going on. That's for Stellar Miracle. We need 2 more people. Yeah, okay, so I answered that one. Next, they will come for our jobs. 4 more spots. Mister, what are your thoughts on UBI? I didn't like it. I remember. You remember? The Goobacks? I'm all for eye for eye. Are the new slabs thicker? They are heavier, not thicker. They are heavier. They feel much heavier. UBI is the future, though. It's worked in the cities. It's been tested in. It's the other way around. They tested it in the Scandinavian countries, I believe, and they found that it was a failure, so they canceled it. I think it was Finland I'm thinking of. Yeah, so UBI does not work. UBI, they found, does not work. The people who receive UBI become less productive at the cost of the people who are working. All right, so William Pisa, and that's not like rocket science, is it? If you give somebody a bunch of free money... Oh, hold on, wait a second. I just got an important email. I got a tax email. What's this? Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. All right, we're good. Sorry, I got distracted. I got a tax email from the tax guy. What were we talking about? Oh, right. So if you're receiving free money, what do you guys think happens? Do you think you work harder and become more productive? Or do you think you work less and just spend the money on the things that you want? So, I mean, nobody really likes working. Nobody loves going to work. We only work because we're trying to get the things that we want in life. So there's an incentive and then we become productive. So if you're just receiving money for free for the things you want, you're just going to sit on your butt. And in my opinion, you will try to shape your life around, okay, how can I live off of this minimum income? So you will significantly reduce the productivity of your population if you're just giving them free money. It's actually, in my opinion, one of the most absurd ideas ever. All it is communism repackaged. That's all it is. Everybody who's ever wished for communism, and of course the human race has always wished for free stuff. Anyone who's ever wished for communism will just take from the rich and give to the poor. This is UBI. It's just another way to say communism. Communism and UBI are the same thing. A centrally planned government takes money from other people or prints it, which is a taxation on the entire society, and then they just hand it to you for existing. And the what would you say, the rosy-eyed, is that the right word? I don't think that's the right idiom. But the is it rose-colored glasses? I can't think. The communists, the young people who are always voting for these significant changes in the economy, they never really imagine life being worse under communism. They think under equity and communism and UBI that life gets better because there's equality. But it's the other way around. The people at the top who still owns the literal means of production, they decide who gets money and how much. And if society's generally less productive as a result of ruining the incentives to go to work, ruining the incentives of the capitalist, ruining the incentives of the greedy and the rich people who love working, if you ruin those incentives, a lot of those guys just straight up pack their bags and leave. So they bring their genius hard work to another country. So first of all, you lose them. The ones that get left behind or they don't leave, they just work less because there's no incentive to work so hard anymore. And so there's actually less money to tax and share with the people overall. So this is why eventually you run out of other people's money, because there's this endless hunger for more stuff, endless need for more medicine. And so there's never enough stuff, whether it's capitalism or communism. But at the end of the day, under communism, the amount of taxation, the amount of assets that you lose as a hardworking person is so severe, so punishing that you go, I might as well go fishing. You know what I mean? Like, why would I go outside and go working for 50% of my income to just go to some asshole who didn't work for it? I'm going fishing. I'm going to go on holiday with my wife. I'm not doing this. And so you have lowered the productivity and you've scared off your hardest workers as well. They just pack their bags and leave, which is what happened in France recently when they tried to pass a wealth tax. All right, next up we got Carlos Martinez. He says 3 ghosts from the past. You got it, Carlos Martinez. The only solution, it's always the same solution, guys. The only solution to wealth and inequality and all that other stuff, fixing poverty, is always the same thing. You must create new products and you must produce products and then you must sell them. So it's productivity. Productivity always solves it. And if you feel there's too much wealth concentrated in the hands of the capitalists, you need to go create your own business. You have to go become a capitalist. That's what the game is. The game is to go produce. But if the game was to just take money from the producers, you actually scare them away like a flock of birds. They'll be like, oh, we're getting out of here. We're going to UAE, baby. All right, here we are. Ooh. AI is taking over jobs. Hypothetical, if AI replaces 70% of jobs, would UBI not be good for them? Hypothetically. We've already done this to a degree, right? So you guys keep talking, AI is going to take over all the jobs. AI is going to take over all the jobs. AI is going to take over. It's like the people who said that truck driving was going away. Remember that? I think that was 8 years ago, because that was a subject that Andrew Yang was talking about. And that was like 2 elections ago, was it not? And it never happened. 8 years later, truck drivers are still driving. So again, the AI revolution has not actually occurred. And in the meantime, we have to be not just assuming that we're about to receive a bunch of free money from the government for doing nothing because somebody else figured out how to automate trucks. But no, we already figured this stuff out. So we used to carry stuff around in carriages. There were no airplanes. There were no trains yet. We have created so much efficiency in the market that it's fucking diabolical. We've already done that. So you guys are talking about increasing the efficiency again with AI, right? And you think that now people will just give free money because we've made it even more efficient? No, the work will just shift over. You'll be paid differently for doing different kinds of work. Nobody's looking nobody's looking out at society going, I can't wait to invent AI so I can give all the money I made inventing AI to other people. That won't happen. So what'll actually happen is now you're going to have to do some other kind of work. We don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be maybe you're going to have to be a masseuse, right? Maybe AI doesn't figure out how to massage people very quickly. Now you're going to have to be an artist. I don't know. Maybe you're going to have to be a workout trainer, because humans getting into good shape is always going to be very in demand. And maybe an AI is not very good at it. Maybe you're going to have to be a speech giver, because AI is not going to give the best speeches because nobody wants to listen to a robot. You never know. But what's going to happen is some jobs that were already in a position to be automated, those jobs are going to go away. And society is not going to get excited to give you a bunch of free money. It's just not going to happen. Everybody keeps fantasizing about it. It's not going to happen. Carlos, any second now, we're all going to have so many goods and we're going to be so wealthy. You know, it's kind of like believing in alchemy or something, like all the dirt's going to turn into gold or something, right? Well, yeah, but then all that gold won't have any value. So that's exactly how it will work. And people don't always understand this kind of stuff because it's very abstract. Okay? Imagine an alchemy thought experiment. Okay? It's a thought experiment. Experiment with me in your brain. Imagine we found out how to turn dirt into gold. Okay? So, we got tons of gold now. Everyone can have gold now. We turned dirt into gold. Well, now gold doesn't have any value. It's not that everyone's rich. It's that gold doesn't have any value now. That's what really happens. So there's kind of like a shuffling around in the value of things. But you still have to go out and compete to acquire the things that matter. So you might not be working for money as much anymore, but you'll be working for something. All right, Carlos Martinez, your bag's pretty old. You better ship it out, man. Carlos Martinez, you need to ship out real soon. $5 sucky sucky, that's right. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Boo, communism. I don't share my food. William says, I don't share my women. It's okay because AI will figure it all out. I sent and ordered on ZELLE. Did you get it by chance? Let's check the ZELLE. Were you Carlos Martinez? Because we just did it. That was Carlos Martinez. Just got it, thanks. Oh, wait, where did the rich folks in France move to? They moved to America. They moved to Australia, and they moved to the UAE. The United Arab Emirates is one of the biggest importers of millionaires. But how many people left France? I'll look it up for you. How many people left France after the wealth tax? Okay. According to the wealth intelligence company New World Wealth, 60,000 millionaires left France between 2000 and 2017 as a direct result of the wealth tax, or the impôt de solidarité sur la fortune, as it's known in France. 60,000 millionaires. And that doesn't disclose how many millions they owned. They might have owned like 10 million. 60,000. But let's assume the average amount that the millionaires owned was 2 million. Let's see how much money that is. The calculator can't even show it. Some bizarre amount left the country, all that wealth going with them, and all of their hard work, all the money they spend in the local economy, all the taxes you could have collected on them, even if you had to collect at a lower amount, all gone. It's in America now. It's in the UAE now. You've lost all of this. So this idea that you can just eat the wealthy is over. It's over. That idea is obsolete. You have to give it up. It's a fantasy, right? It's like a wet fantasy for people that are in the proletariat or whatever it is, right? Eat the bourgeoisie. So it's this wet dream for people on the left that think that you can eat the rich now. They're the most borderless people in the world. They can go anywhere they want. They've got all the money. They can just leave. They can pack their bags. Every country wants them. Every country wants to have the millionaires come to their country. So this idea, we're just going to eat the wealthy, it's over. That was a idea from a time period of horse-drawn carriages. That is over. You can't do it anymore. It doesn't work. It's an obsolete idea. Carlos Martinez, let's get you shipped. All right, Carlos. When you tax higher and higher and higher, everyone leaves. They go, I'm not going to be abused like this. And so there's always this sort of fantasy that we're about to tax the people who are earning good money into giving up all their money to the poor. But at one point they go, you know what? I'm out of here. This ain't worth it anymore. Because America's not the only nice place to live, or France is not the only nice place to live. I'll go live in the UAE. It's nice over there. And the taxes are way lower. And I can always be welcomed into these countries as a tourist anyways. See what I'm saying? Because countries need tourism too, right? All right, Mr. Carlos, thank you for that. Do it. All right. Very nice. So UBI is a really fun subject. Could be the case one day that maybe robots with AI are doing everything for us. I don't think that the demand for will become competitive in some new way, like who's got the best looking body or something like that. It'll be something like that. Some hierarchy will emerge. A hierarchy always emerges. And it'll be something like genetics or IQ or some other thing like beauty. Jose Arredondo, PSA tops Ash. We already took care of that. Wait, do I need to hit refresh on this? Refresh. Any more Weeaboo piece? We're going to have more PRB1 tonight. It's being delivered at 7 p.m. tonight. Mary says, can I send $55 and upgrade the box battle I started to the new OP box? Absolutely, Mr. Marius. I'll toss this away. Send that money in. Mr. NHCC, jump me in the Snorlax and the Rayquaza break. You got it, Mr. NHCC. I might have a few or maybe just one slab of Pikachu. Will that be shipped out too? Yes, sir. All your slabs will be shipped out along with your bag. Have no fear. I'm glad you came back and ordered so I could warn you that your bag was getting old. We don't update the bags anymore. They got to be shipped within a year, so you're good. Your stuff was saved, and it's going to be shipped out with any slab you had. There's the bell, and there's the cherries. Thank you, Mr. NHCC. Ooh, my order. Thank you so much. No problem, man. Thank you. All right, here's this, and here's this. The solution is always the same. As an individual, you have to find out what do I need to produce to get wealthy, and then you need to go produce that. There we go. Like a dentist produces healthy teeth or something, you know, or fixed teeth, I should say, at least. 7 out of 23 for the Rayquaza, almost 1/3 done. It's going to hit 1/3 at spot number 8. Yay, the break's moving. Yeah, we like this break. The Rayquaza break's an amazing thing. Jump into that break, guys. He's one of the most desirable cards in the hobby, if you didn't know this. Rayquaza, check that out. If you guys don't know this about me, I'm all in on collectibles. I'm still adding collectibles to my collection as we speak, stocking up on more sealed product, and realizing pretty good gains for my collectibles over time. It takes time, guys. But I was showing off my box toppers in a short, and they did weirdly well in just 1 year. Just 1 year. And also, you know, if the cards ever drop in price, you got to buy the dip. That's how it is. I really believe that. You know, it sounds kind of moronic a little bit, like it's too uncomplicated. Buy the dips uncomplicated. Like it's just this thing that the degenerate Redditors say when, you know, GME goes down. But it actually is true. When you look at a chart of the stock market, for example, and you see how the prices, you know, compared to 10 years ago or 20 years ago, just skyrocketed. I feel like that reflects what will happen with collectibles to a degree, because when people are making money year over year and their investments are going up and their careers are going up, the price of these goods got to go up because people just have more disposable income. Inflation has changed the price of the goods, and there is a bit of a game going on to sort of hold on to good collectibles. So, you know, this was printed in 2021. How desirable is this going to be by the time you reach 2041? It's going to be ridiculous. He's definitely going to cost way more than he costs today. Now, the only downside to this card is he's pretty high pop, right? We all know that. So if you prefer low pop stuff, we got low pop stuff as well. But maybe the upside to a high pop card is you also know in 20 years, a lot of people are going to be nostalgic for that because a lot of people experienced it. So they're going to go, oh yeah, I remember that card. I want him again. Great card. At the end of the day, the artwork on that card is phenomenal. All right. How much is the Sandstorm pack break? Oh, I didn't even talk about that. Sandstorm pack break, a chance to open, you know, some very memorable moment here on the channel. Our pack breaks have been really amazing lately, although I can't guarantee this one will be good. But it always gives you a shot at something special happening in the channel and turning into a clip. Hey, he's got little hands kind of like Hunter, too. I love this character. By the way, I'm a big fan of Dusclops. $58 a spot. It is a bit pricey, but that's because it's only got 9 cards in there, and these booster packs are disappearing, man. They are straight up disappearing. People are opening them. They're probably going to gobble them up off the market for scanning now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only need 3 people in there. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of packs get gobbled up off the market by actual millionaires, and then they're going to go scan it all, and they're going to open the good ones and keep the bad ones sealed. So please enjoy vintage booster packs before they've all been scanned. Eventually, they'll all be scanned. It could take a while, though, but yeah, increasingly, there will be more scanned ones on the market. Has it been scanned? Not yet. Congrats on the 76 viewers. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yay, breaks moving. Good luck on those breaks. Thanks so much. Ooh, my order. All right. Speaking of views, Karis drew this Haunter, and she posted a video of it. There it is. And it got like 500 views, and she was ecstatic about it. She's never had any social medias, and so there it is. You can actually scan this QR code and go watch it. And yeah, you should give her a follow or something and tell her that you thought she did a good job. You know, again, she never had her Facebook, she never had TikTok, she never had any of those things. She's got all those things now because I helped her open those accounts. And she, you know, we all forget how addictive social media is. So she's getting to experience that for the first time, and she's loving it. So go rev her up or something like that. What's the word? Is that the right word? Riz her up or something. Go riz her up. Go tell her she did a good job or something. She'll love it. She'll actually read it. She'll be like, what? Has it been scanned? I already read that. Okay. So let's see if there's any new orders in the queue. If you are looking for PRB1, we're going to have more of it tonight. We got 3 pre-orders. You can pre-order a box for $85. And when it all arrives, we'll open the first case, write everyone's name down, so you get it straight from a fresh case, unsearched, which is what you want if you want a chance for a God Pack, by the way. Is she hot, though? I think so. Mr. explaining his wife to draw. I think Karis is very pretty. Here's Golem. Ooh. Here's Clefairy. She's never going to show herself. She's way too shy, dude. Again, like, she doesn't even have a social medias or anything. She's not going to... Here, Karis, get on camera. Here's Zapdos. All right. I've always loved her art, and I'm glad to see that she's able to start a hobby that she's really passionate about. Yes, well, you know, what's been going on is she kind of goes between doing different things. She does a lot of music, so she loves making music. And I told her, look, your drawings are good too, but you know, if you want, I can help you with getting more attention for your drawings, because I actually understand YouTube and all that. And she was like, all right, go ahead and show me. She was really resistant to it because she didn't want to do social media. So she was really opposed to social media. But, you know, I was like, how's anyone going to know that you're making stuff if you never show it to anybody? So I told her, why don't you work on these drawings and you can add your music to the channel sometime as well. I also told her maybe she could have the music be like the background sounds for the drawings. But, you know, she's really surprised constantly that anyone has any interest in these. She's just not used to getting any attention. Think about it. She's a software engineer, so she's one of those shy types. We are. That's how the software engineers are. They're, you know, they're not super sociable. They're not very good at handling a lot of attention. Kira says an LA10. That's right. I wish Quip would draw sardines. Sad to hear you're taken. What? I'm taken? Oh my god. Only if you've seen a boat stream. Yeah, that's right. Karis was shown off in a boat stream. That's right. So somebody's seen her. All right. It's 5:20. We've been live for an hour. I suppose since there's no orders in the queue, we can go ahead and wrap up here. Why don't we get the giveaway card out? Giveaway card donated to us by David Moraes. Let's go ahead and get these names added. We're going to hit roll it. Here's Parker Craft. Parker Craft. And Hazu. You guys should always assume that this giveaway is going, okay? So don't hesitate to type in David. David's almost done. We're really letting this one fill out because this is a very nice slab. I'm David. You're David Moraes. All right, you should definitely try to win. Okay, guys, well, I think we're all done. We had some fun orders today. Nothing insane getting pulled yet, but we had a decent amount of movement on these breaks. That's really great. We had some slab away payments. Snorlax even moved by 1. That's nice. So Snorlax moved by 1, Ditto moved by 1, and Rayquaza moved by 2, I think. And I would love to see these pop off. Our slab breaks are a big part of what we do over here. When they're over, I'll let you guys vote on what slab break you want next after this one. Let's raid Mister's home. Don't ever do that, okay? It's a very bad idea. Bye, Mister. See you in my dreams. All right, Daddy Donkey Kong. Have a nice night, man. By the way, we will be live again for the Tuesday nighttime stream. You better believe it. And we will have more of the PRB1 and more chances for this giveaway and whatever exciting thing happens tonight, okay? We can also talk about any fun subjects going on. I don't mind sharing my opinion on things and listening to your opinions. I'll see you guys tonight in the Tuesday nighttime stream. Be sure to smash that bell button. I'll see you guys later.